Alright, I like the fact that today I'm kind of rested and my mind is working a lot more because this is the third video I just did, or the third video I'm doing as I get ready for my client, if he comes, potential client, prospect, whatever. Just gonna make a list here of things I want to get today, which is a tripod. I'm going to finally get a tripod for this camera so I can shoot the videos there and have the depth of field behind me as opposed to just here when the light is behind me. No, don't like that. So I feel good about that. I used to have a tripod. I gave it to the guy I was staying with in LA when I moved there initially. Anyways, let me just write that down. That's what I'm going to get after going to the gym. My one personal training client, because as I moved back from LA, not this time, but I'm in transition. I'll get to that in this video, unless I've said it in many videos and you followed me. But he's dating this guy. He's counting the months down. It's been 5 months, right? He's been with his wife who died for 33 years. Oh, this is freaking me out. Not the noise. This whole situation is just like, not to mention his ignorance towards transgender. We had a conversation on transgender, and he is just full of hate, homophobia, as he's discovering his own gayness, So I've never seen someone so disconnected. So disconnected. But I gotta do it for the money, right? At least I'm clear about that. I need the money. So, let me see if I can put this over here. Because my other client didn't come back, so I need the money. Okay? I fucking need money. Let us be clear about that. I don't like that angle. Let me see if I can get this up. All these makeshift tripods. Oh, getting it. Okay, now it's upright. So hopefully you could see me as I get ready. So, he was talking about, how, his new boyfriend, his lease came up on his apartment. His boyfriend, who's a bus driver, but a former interior designer and a former real estate agent. Why aren't you living? Well, I don't know. No, I don't have any doubts about that yet. As my client doesn't have critical thinking when it comes to shit like this. But, he has a condo that's being built, so he pre-bought it. And his Lisa's apartment is up, so now it's going to be up in a few months. So he's going to be in limbo before the new condo comes up. That doesn't seem weird to me. I know people who buy condos and then rent apartments because it's cheaper. You rent an apartment that's cheaper than the mortgage and all the taxes you're paying, and you end up, the value of the condo goes up, but someone else is paying for it, and you're paying less for an apartment. You're saving money, or even making a few hundred. Because usually here, if you rent out your place, like this condo that I own, if I rent it out, I can only get maybe at par for what all my fees are, which is, I can't really make money. I would only be able to make money once I sell it in like 10 years or 20 years when the value goes up. I'm downtown, so it's a prime location, even though it's a small place and I haven't put any money into it yet. So that didn't seem weird for me. So what he's telling me. The thing is, okay, so they have their all their vacations planned till 2020. Or did you say 2017? No, we're 2020. He's got everything planned. You know. And I already know this guy's bad at communication because he doesn't communicate well with me. And he assumes things of people, and this guy's pushing 60, he's 56. So, let me put on some deodorant. The thing being, and I've already had this in my head, I think I voiced it on another video, that he really thinks about himself. He really doesn't want to be alone. His whole life is based upon him not living alone. His children live with him, but his children pay... Two of his children, one actually moved out, is with a wife. The other two are gay and live with him in a separate part of his apartment, of his building or his house, and they pay a mortgage, or one pays a mortgage. How convenient, you know? But now he was with... I'm going all over the place, if you could stick with me here. But he... is it still rolling? Okay, we're good. But he went to see his financial advisor, and his financial advisor said because of his lifestyle, and he's trying to retire from his dentistry practice, selling it to his partner and all that. But with his lifestyle, he won't. He will only have enough money till he's like 80. And so his advisor said to mortgage the house and then leave the burden on the children. Well, he didn't say leave it on the children, but it's like leaving the burden on your children to pay for the mortgage when you die, if you die before then. How nice. Oh, but he said something like he would give the inheritance before, and... Fucking idiot. Excuse my language, what a fucking idiot. You don't even care about your fucking children, because your children are just there to prevent you from being lonely, which is a reason why a lot of people have children, I'm learning. Nothing because they care about children, it's because they care about themselves. And that's it. You know. Selfish people. So, coming back to where I was going. So, my client offered to his boyfriend that he could live with him for 1.5 years while his condo's getting prepared. And mind you, it's been 5 months they've been together. And mind you also, my client's also thinking that after 5 months that he will move out. Because now he's realizing that he doesn't want to live with his boyfriend because he likes the excitement of seeing him in Montreal when he lives off the shore of Montreal. So it's like going to a country house. I agree with that. Like, I mean, I started with someone in LA. We're at a distance, so we'll see what happens. You know, it's good that you need the distance to be able to come back. I agree with that. So, and he's learning this. The thing is, he's jumping into things, and then he's learning that he doesn't really want to get married, but the other guy wants to get married. He keeps bringing these signs up. They're, you know, without even knowing it. So, some sunscreen. So he finally brought up to the boyfriend that, you know, he thought that He would move out afterwards. He didn't want them to live every day. He was kind of worried that they both have different schedules in their work schedule. The boyfriend gets up at 4, goes to bed at 9, and my client goes to bed at 11 and gets up at 6 or something like that. Really? That's an issue? It can be. But if you have a big enough place, you know, get to sleep in separate rooms or whatever. I know the guy I was dating in Toronto, I had an issue with him snoring, like, terribly. And we didn't have any other room to go into. Mind you, that wasn't the only issue. The issue was that he wasn't putting any effort into himself. And it really bothered me that we wouldn't grow together because he's not growing, except in size. That's another issue. But so he says that he finally mentioned it to his boyfriend about you know, what he really wanted. I said, you have to communicate that to him. And so he was telling me that he finally did, and he said that I told him about it, putting the blame on me. Great. You know, I don't care. I'm never going to meet the boyfriend. I don't give a fuck. You know. But saying that, he said that now he has to put him first. He has to think about himself. Motherfucker, you've been thinking about yourself the whole time. That's what fucking pisses me off. You know exactly what you're fucking doing. You're searching for someone to fill up something that you are lacking, and that pisses me off. And you don't care. You know, you care only that you're all doing the same thing, and that all, you know, it's like, people are different. I don't think you like people for people. You have a lot of judgment, you know, and you need to fucking work on yourself. This relationship might work. I mean, if you're two people who are fucked up, good. But I don't like to hear about your shit. So, first thing I came back from LA, he goes, did you find a love? And I just kind of went silent. I'm like, okay, I'm not telling him. I told him about certain people, but I didn't say anything about boyfriend or whatever. Because none of his fucking business, because he doesn't have rational thinking, critical thinking. Fucking dentist. Fucking, are all dentists idiots? I don't know. I know my dentist, I've had him for like over 20 years. Great guy, nice smile and all that, but I wouldn't trust him for fucking shit. I really think as a person, he's a fucking piece of shit. But he's a good dentist. You don't have to like your dentist, by the way. You know, wouldn't do anything to help anyone. So I know 2 dentists that I wouldn't trust as far as I can throw them, unless there was something in it for them. I'm actually in a good mood, so I mean, just doing this video was just kind of, I got myself a little worked up in the shower when I just took a shower, but it's so that I could just kind of get into the mood for the video and then kind of release it and see who can relate to it, who it helps, you know. Time will only tell how this relationship will be, because you never know. That's not the issue. Issue is coming across as something that's not real. You know, do you care about the person, or you just care about not being alone? That is that. I hope this came out. I don't have any viewers. You can see there's no viewer to see. There's nothing to put in microphone in here either. Not that I need a microphone, but it would be nice to upgrade. Like I said, I'm gonna get a tripod. That would be the first thing. Am I too close? I'll wait till this kind of focuses. I know it takes a while. I'm gonna count to 10 seconds. Oh, I think I saw the. Let's see if I can see this. The shutter kind of dilate. Anyways, I will talk to you later.